Yep, you're seeing that right. Those are ducklings with a mama chicken. Hey, it's Ariel over here at Finest with a little update on our chucklings. I think that's what we're going to call them. Somebody in one of the comments suggested that, and I thought it was perfect for a batch of ducklings being raised by a chicken. If you're new here, welcome. And the way this happened, a quick summary, go back and watch a bunch of the past videos if you want all the details, is we have one mother duck or one female duck. And she collected a clutch of eggs, sat on them for one day, and then decided that that was far too much dedication and work for what she was interested in, and abandoned them. And this chicken, Ember, who is one of our Icelandic hens, looked at the abandoned clutch of eggs and said, "Aw, those poor things need a mama." And so she sat on them and did so until they hatched out. 8 healthy little ducklings here. She does appear just a little puzzled by her slightly defective chicks, who don't do quite all the things chicks should do, but she seems to love them anyway, and they have been a lot of fun to watch. Even though they don't behave quite like normal chicks should for her, she is doing an excellent time. This is her first time being broody and raising anything, and she's been very protective of them. She's very good at getting them to snuggle up underneath her when they might need some extra warmth. She patiently shows them how to scratch and peck, even though their little webby feet don't do that very well. And she just generally looks out for them and snuggles them and patiently takes care of them and loves them. And anyway, ducklings show up out of their egg much larger than pretty much any chicken, which makes sense since a duck lays a much larger egg than a chicken. So here toward the end of this video, well, here actually what you're looking at is ducklings that are about 16 hours old, and I put this little painter's tray. It's not actually that dirty yet. They get it dirty pretty quick. It's just an old one. It's the same one their parent ducks used when they were ducklings, in there to be kind of a little pond that they could learn to play in but couldn't drown in. Someone else gave me that idea that I'd read a while back, and it's perfect for little tiny ducklings. They can get in it, they can wade around, they can splash, but without an actual mama duck, newborn or newly hatched ducklings are not quite fully waterproof. So if you put them out in a big water area, they can swim around till they get tired and even possibly drown because they're too little to be totally floaty, and they tire out, and if they don't have a mama there to watch out for them, that can happen. So anyway, this little painter's tray is an easy solution to that. They can get in and puddle and splash and learn to dibble their bills in the water, but they can walk easily up and down the ramp part of it. So that works pretty well. Ember seemed a little bothered by her babies wanting to get all wet, because when you're a chicken, that's a very bad idea. You don't want to get all wet. You're not waterproof at all. But she talked to them the whole time, and they have enough duck instinct that they said, "But Mama, we don't care. We're ducklings and we love water." Anyway, like I said, here they're about 16 hours old, and at that age, out of their shell, they're already wanting to splash and play in the water. They grow up really quick. As I mentioned in a previous video, even though our both parent ducks are purebred blue Swedish, blue is not of course it's not truly blue, it's more of a slatish gray, but anyway, it's called blue, is not a color that breeds true, and you will notice the variation in the colors of these ducklings. There are, of the 8, there are 4 that are going to be blue, the kind of medium colored ones. They look just like their parent chicks. We have 1 who I think is really cute that's going to be a black Swedish, and then we have 3 that look like they're going to be Splash, the 3 more pale yellow ones. If you breed a blue to a blue, you get about half blues, a quarter black, and a quarter Splash, and the proportions came out pretty close to that. That's an average. If you breed a black to a Splash, you get 100% blues. So hatcheries keep blacks and Splashes as their parents in order to sell blue chicks. But we had 2 blue ducks, and for whatever reason, that's the only color that technically qualifies for a Swedish duck if you wanted to show them. We don't show our ducks anyway, so we don't particularly care what color they are. And I think it's fun to see all 3 of their colors here, and it'll be fun to see what the black and Splash ones look like as they grow up. And if you're wondering, no, we have no clue currently who is males or females. Swedish ducks in particular are fairly difficult to tell. So until they get big enough for the males to actually start growing curls on their tail, I probably will have no idea who is who, and that is several months away. But anyway, right now they are awfully fun to watch. At this point now, they're about 3 days old. 3-day-old Swedish duckling is about the same size for comparison as a 3-week-old buff Orpington chicken. They're much larger, and I did add a second water pan here for them to play in. It's not very deep either, but what you're seeing in there is a big brown rock, so that they can easily swim over to the rock and climb up on that if they need it to hop out over the edge. But as you can see right there, apparently they don't actually have any problem at all hopping over those higher edges when they want to. So they have continued to play. They're inside one of those chicken tractors right now here for the first few days while they're still small-ish. And so it's been their little duckling playpen where their mama can have peace and quiet with them and not be interrupted by any of the other birds, and no hawk or anything can swoop down and get them. So they've been playing in the chicken tractor every day and back in the barn at night. And yeah, we'll have another update as they get a little bigger because they are growing fast. But I know several of you said on the last duck video that you would be happy to get to watch more of their antics. So hopefully this filled a little bit of that desire. I haven't even had as much time to sit and watch them as I would like, but they are really cute little things. I think they're actually cuter than baby chickens. Something so fluffy and snuggly about them.
We hope you enjoyed it.
Come back next time for more adventures.
Thanks for watching.